Thank you so much, Kermit. We love having you here. T, welcome to the stage. What is your question?
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for having me. So my question is around which account I should choose to grow. So I have a series called Future of AI, and we've just started shooting it. We've got some great content, everything from VP of Samsung AI through to startups. So I feel like I've got great content, but I'm so confused when it comes to Instagram because I've got a Clubhouse account which I started, which is at AI Innovation. But then I've got my own personal account, and I often find myself like stuck. Do I post on both? Do I don't post on both? Like when I'm interviewing someone, what do I do from a trailer perspective? Do you have any thought process on maybe me just having my own personal account and squishing the other account? Yeah, what are your thoughts on growing two brands? Is that pointless? Is it double the work? Is kind of my question for Instagram.
Who wants this one, friends? Flash your mics. Brandon, go for it.
This is really a personal question on how do you want your personal brand to shine through. If you want your business brand to be very hyper attached to who you are as a person, then just marry the two accounts together. If you want to make them distinctly different, then you separate the two and you don't use you so much to push it. If you're going to use Clubhouse, people are going to get a lot of you no matter what. And so unless you weave your brand very closely into who you are, then it doesn't make sense to have them separated. So like with my brand here on Clubhouse, people are learning who Brandon is, but if you click the link in my bio, you're going to my business account. But me and my business are synonymous, and I want to grow my business account. I'm focused more on my business account than what I'm looking to grow a personal brand. The personal brand is being grown as a caveat behind what I'm already doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. I think mine are very intertwined. So you might have just answered my question perfectly. I think I'll just start my own personal brand and keep with that.
Come on, you said answered it perfectly. Come on, Friday.
Come on. Well, it's not for my business. So it's my brand is AI. That's who I am. So it's all I identify as. So I'm joking. But
So-
thank you. I really appreciate you all.
Brandon, you've gone from getting a tip with the first question you answered to answering the second one perfectly. You have a lot to live up to over the next 45 minutes. I'm just putting it out
saying,
there.
I'm batting 1,000, Sarah. I came
You
with
really
A game
are.
today. I had two Pop-Tarts today. I'm ready.
We
I love
to
Brandon.
see
He
it.
had two Pop-Tarts.
We love to see it. And with that, Maggie, welcome to the stage. What is your question today?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on stage. My name is Maggie, and I launched an online clothing boutique a couple months ago. So I was hoping to get some feedback on my Instagram, like an IG audit. Yesterday, a friend of mine brought to my attention that my page doesn't look as clean or organized. I actually have an IG manager that I'm actually paying $700 a month. So I'm kind of surprised that she didn't notice as well. She's the one that's like posting for me. So whether or not I decide to keep her as a manager or do it myself, I'm thinking of using like a grid layout. But would you guys suggest that I remove all the content that I have on there now and start over, or just build from there? I'm brand spanking new. I only have like 100 and something followers, but I just want to like go about it the right way. And then also, if you guys can give me feedback on my videos, I'm not too thrilled on them. I'm just having second thoughts about my whole IG right now, like what's on my IG. So, yes.
This is Sarah. I see Nasir and Donna both flashing furiously, so I'm going to go to both of them. But I'm also going to say that questioning all content on your account, I think that everyone has those moments. So don't feel bad. We're glad you're here. And we're going to go to Nasir and then Donna.
Donna, you can go first.
I was over on her Instagram. Thank you, Nasir. Well, I have a question for you, Maggie. You said you're just kind of not feeling it. What does your brands like? What I was just hosting another room on branding and marketing. What kind of feelings do you want people to get when they come over to your Instagram?
Thanks for the question. Yeah, I wanted to go more the date night appeal, so more like I want to empower women that like what my clothing can like increase their, not increase, but just embrace their confidence that they already have, but more like date night looks. I know some of my things are classy, but some are like really sexy. So I just wanted that like sophisticated but sexy look for my page.
Well, the first thing I want to say is when I go over to your, your Instagram and check it out, like it feels very much not like it's a business, right? It's a clothing company. The logo is a business logo. And then the pictures, to be honest, like I'm a woman, obviously. Um, it feels, to me, it feels like you've got a little bit of like some of the photos are definitely more like date night, but the first video, it feels like very kind of spicy, if you know what I mean. It's hot. Don't get me wrong. You're looking good. But I'm wondering if you're trying to appeal to women, you want to make sure that you're actually speaking to that confidence side. You just said empowerment, confidence, all those things. And I'm not seeing any of that there. I'm seeing, a very much of a business page on the top. It just says you're a boutique, tag us, this, that, but you don't say we're here to help you feel this. So if you want people to feel something from an Instagram account, you got to get them to feel it instantly. When I come to your page, I don't feel that. The pictures and the videos may be fine, but we look at the bio. I'll look at the logo, which doesn't really say anything. So I would try to definitely make it kind of more of that emotional appeal. If you're trying to make people feel something, you got to say something to make them feel it, rather than just hope that they do. If that makes sense, Nasir, I'm curious what you have to say.
Yeah, hey, it's Nasir speaking, and I'm driving as always, so don't mind me if I get a little scattered. But I took a little look at your videos for a second, and they're okay. Simply because they aren't. It's just for me, the feeling that I get when I'm on your actual page is that you're someone that wants to be an influencer, and I don't really get the whole date night situation that you're saying that you're wanting your actual brand and your page to be. So I would hone in and sit down and focus on what is my actual content pillars going to be for my Instagram, and how is this going to be laid out? Because quite frankly, the layout of your Instagram right now is very cluttered. And it's like because of the dark, the light, the dark, the light, and then it doesn't give me any sort of empowerment whatsoever. It just gives me a pretty lady that wants to be some form of actual influencer. And just a little critique on your videos. I like the cutting of your videos and how you're like chopping it up and stuff like that. But I would also focus on the clothes just a little bit more, because right now I'm focusing more on you rather than the actual products that you're selling. And it's coming off more as a personal brand rather than an actual business brand. And those are those are separate entities that I think that you need to understand what those differences really are. Hopefully that helped out a little bit. My name is Nasir, and I've never done branding.
Wait, Nasir, your name should be, my name is Nasir and I'm never done driving. I decided. I just rebranded you.
I know, right? Welcome to Atlanta.
This is Sarah. First, I want to say that my app is being insane. So, oh gosh, she left. To my friends who are in the followed by, I literally can't pull anyone up right now. So, also, if someone wants to pull up Anthony and Vondre, and I'm gonna try and get Tara back in here. And Arjen, I tried to pull you up. So here's the other thing that I was saying to Maggie. And first, I really want to just uplift you for a minute, because I know that you were saying that you were feeling a little bit insecure about kind of coming up here, and people were saying that you're not doing the right things. And so I just want to honor that, right? That you're trying and you're coming up here and you're asking. Um, the biggest thing that I was saying is that I think that there are like two different kinds of sexy and like sexy fashion, right? And I think that there are times when women, it looks like they're dressing for women, like, oh, she's so fashion, she's so whatever. And then there are times when like a woman's dressing really sexy and it looks like she's dressing for men. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So like when I look at the kind of sexy that I see featured on your page, to me, it looks more like sexy fashion for men than sexy fashion for women. So back to Donna's point about the fact that they're, if you're into confidence and empowerment, one of the things, it's actually really funny if she's on the phone right now, so I'll just finish this really quickly.
No, I'm off the phone. I got a call, but I
Okay.
did
I was
call
like,
today.
oh, maybe the advice isn't that good. Listen,
No, and it was
another thing
actually
with your videos, I would recommend that you talk to your audience, talk to women, right? Chat with them about things that they can do to feel confident. Talk them through why you picked out your outfit and why it makes you feel good. Show them the behind the scenes if you're a designer of designing it, right? Give them all of that. And then I think that if you the best advice that I have for you is find Instagram accounts that are doing what you want to be doing better and learn from them. Because you're spot on that you're missing the mark a little bit.
For an idea. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I want just to say one account to look at for like women clothing and empowerment really fast. It's totally not your kind of clothing. It's different, but Spanx. They do a great job of showing women, but also empowering the crap out of them. So sorry, Ramatu, go.
Yeah, I just wanted to first give you confidence because I think a lot of what you do have your page, what you're doing on your page, a lot of it does have potential. And I will say that I think that you need to think about, think about who your audience is. Because I think what the clothing, the style, like right now, most of the people on this stage are not your audience. But I don't think like your clothing, your product, I think there's a lot of opportunity for it to empower women because there's a lot of women that will wear those outfits to feel sexy for themselves. For clothing for date night, just think about like some of the things that stress you out or the reasons why or how the clothing you have empower you and use that in your storytelling. For instance, with date nights, it's like trying to find like to put an outfit together. So like if you see like, I think what was mentioned was finding accounts that are doing similar things. If you look at all the clothing accounts on IG, a lot of them provide how to put pieces together. And that's what a lot of things they're doing in the retail space, how to, put shoes and clothing and how to do multi-purpose outfits. Let's say you have 2 dates in one night, or let's say you're at brunch and you need to go somewhere else. So I would say to just start thinking about the outfits that you're putting together and wear reels with that, because I've seen men date night outfits for women and just start going from there. Like you started. So I would say just continue to refine your brand and take this advice, but don't get overwhelmed and just know that you took a really big first step. And even coming here with the follower count that you have has been really brave. So I just want to say that. I'm Ramatu, I'm done speaking.
This is Sarah. I'm going to quickly reset the room just to let everyone know that this is a 1-hour room. I feel like this mod squad is so brilliant and incredible that we could probably do a marathon room on this, but we run the Marketing Power Hour from 3 to 4 every day. So I just want to let everyone know that we move pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. We skip intros, we go straight to questions. We try to do 1 or 2 mods so we can get to as many people as possible between 3 and 4. And with that said, Dave Kirpin loves when I throw the mic to him and compare him to Grant Cardone coming into a room. So are you here, Dave?
Yeah, I figured I'd do like a 20-minute takeover. Is that cool?
Not Cardone.
About Beyond Summit, because I've yet to do that.
Well, here's what I was going to do, Sarah. I was going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. First of all, most important, I was going to say hello and happy Friday to everyone. And thank you so much for joining our room and our club. And it means a lot to me. And then I was going to say that my Instagram tip is to use Clubhouse and other people to DM you on Instagram 1 word. And I've been doing that on Clubhouse, and I've been doing it even on LinkedIn now, in my LinkedIn Lives, to have people DM me Summit to learn more about the Listening and Beyond Summit. And it works wonders. It's really an amazing marketing tool. So you see what I did there, Sarah? I snuck in a promo for the Listening and Beyond Summit, 2 days power-packed with marketing and inspiration and sales help to get you unstuck in New York City. I snuck in that promo while delivering my own Instagram tip, i.e., give people an opportunity to DM you 1 word, like in this case, the word summit, on Instagram, and it makes it just so easy. I mean, I in general, I operate under the principle that most people are busy or lazy or both. And since most people are busy or lazy or both, it's really valuable to give people 1 super, super easy, actionable thing to do. This is Dave, and I'm done speaking. Happy Friday.
I love that. And I'm just going to bridge off that for a minute and say the Listening and Beyond Summit, as Dave said, July 29th and 30th in New York City. Incredible experts in marketing, in sales and entrepreneurship. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited for the content that we're pulling together. And actually, if everyone on stage who's speaking can just flash their mics for a minute so you all there. Just excited.
Sarah, you were flashing while you were talking, which was amazing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. That's so funny. So you guys caught every third word, which is incredible. I also want to remind you, since we're resetting, to follow the Likeable Business Club. It's the little green house right over Brad's new picture, as well as all these incredible moderators who are just absolutely brilliant. And I love all of them. So with that, and speakers, Kermit and Dr. Connor included. We love you all. Mohit, welcome to the stage. What is your question?
Hi, thank you. I'm Mohit this side. My question is actually regarding accounts getting hacked on Instagram. So my account was hacked about 2 months back. I managed to recover it, but that was actually somebody tried to hack my account. Now I know how to prevent people from hacking my account, but what if somebody gets into my account? What does anyone know? How do I get my account back?
I'm looking at you, Brandon, since Rocky's not here. Do you know the answer to this?
I can't answer this one.
I will say this. My friend Chelsea just got her account hacked and she was so upset about it, created a new account, but did all the proper things, emailed, used Facebook Business to kind of connect, just kept going, kept talking about it, and then all of a sudden her account was back. So, and that happened to a couple other people that I know. I'm walking my dogs, which is why I'm breathing heavily. I'm going up a hill. But I would say that that is the best, is just to be loud about it. Just keep posting and messaging. And it sucks. It really does suck. I'm so sorry.
Actually had happened to a client as well, and the exact same thing is what we did. The client messaged Instagram and Facebook Business. I emailed them. We made phone calls. We bothered them for about 2 weeks, and very little to no correspondence. Certainly not anything of like great detail. But then after about 10 business days, their account just came back, and we changed their passwords on everything, but it just came back. I can't begin to explain to you why, but if the goal is results, I guess bother Facebook is the advice.
I can make a suggestion. This has happened to me in the past. This is Anthony Conklin. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. And I'm very depressed because Barbara in the red dress now is in a yellow outfit and she's confusing everybody. But we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. It's okay. You know, Barbara, I'm going to get you every time you're in the room because, you got every program with that red dress now. And it's like, no, it's like my life's not complete until you see a red dress. I'm just joking.
It's Friday, no shower happy hour. We're getting
I've done to all of my, especially because I do a lot of crypto trading, not trading, and I'm not promoting crypto. I have Google Authenticator. So every time I log in Instagram, I have to do a two-step authentication. So if you're logging off and logging on someplace, make sure you have your phone with you and you're guaranteed that you have to use Authenticator to put a number in. It's an extra step, but if you want to prevent hacking, I have it for my Facebook, my Instagram. I have it for my crypto accounts. I have it for my Gmail, one of my Gmail clients. So it's a little bit of a pain, but I'd rather have that protection because I have so much invested in my social media and it's my IP. So I would suggest downloading Google Authenticator. It takes 5 minutes and it'll be worth it. My name's Anthony and I'm dropping the mic.
So I actually have Google Authenticator installed, and both my Facebook and my Instagram are protected by that. What happened to me was somebody from Turkey had tried to log into my account, and Instagram went ahead and disabled my account, thinking that I have done some activity that's not under the community guidelines. So even having two-factor authentication installed, my account was disabled. Yes, I did manage to recover it eventually, but Instagram probably took my account down for some time. Now, my question was more of not when Instagram takes your account down, but when somebody who's trying to hack the account actually gets into the account. So this usually happens when they send, like, say, it's called phishing. I guess all of you would know that.
Mohit,
And
this is Sarah. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm really trying to be respectful of the fact that we have so many people in the queue and we are wrapping at 4. So here's the one thing that I can tell you is that one of the tips that I've heard actually Rocky of Social with Rocky say, because she's so amazing, is that if you ever get an email that looks like it's from Instagram that says click this link, do not click the link. You can actually go into the settings of your Instagram and see any communications that they would have sent you within there. And one of the biggest ways that people get hackers into their account is that they click links, either that look like they're from Instagram or they look like they're from sponsors. And for more information on this, I would definitely recommend that you follow up with anyone on stage in the DMs, or honestly go into Google and YouTube, where I think that you can also find answers to this question. I really want to be thoughtful to everyone who has, you guys are killing me in the back chat, who has kind of specific questions around their Instagram strategy. Aditi, welcome to the stage. What is your question?
Hi there. So basically, I started my personalized drinkware brand 1.5 year back, and till now, I have gained only 5K followers on Instagram. Even though I have done influencer marketing, I do regular ads on Instagram and Facebook, and I understand my brand is a niche, but I want to know how can I get more followers and how can I grow my brand more?
Brandon, go for it.
Quick question. Why do you want more followers?
Because most of my followers, who follow my brand, they look at my product and then somewhere down the line they convert into my into my buyers. So I want more people to follow me so I can sell my product to more people.
The 5,000 people that's following you have already purchased your product?
No, they haven't, but some
Okay.
of them do end up becoming clients.
Strongly suggest that you focus on the 5,000 people that's already following you and figure out how to convert them and stop trying to grow more people. Because if you don't know what to do with the 5,000, what are you going to do with 10,000?
I'm obsessed with that answer, Brandon. A lot of just the cups, like over and over and over and over. And one of the things that I think would be more interesting is if you did more content around, like, you could do like drink recipes. I'm looking at Barbara, who has one in her PTR right now, right? You could show people using it for hot drinks and cold drinks and like whatever the case may be. You could make it more interesting. You could show the value. But I agree with Brandon. And also, I think that, to his exact point, if you already have 5,000 followers who are just looking at pictures of cups, that's a great base right there. So with that, I do want to remind you, if you have your hand raised in the audience, we need you to have something in your bio. In an ideal world, you'll also link your Instagram if you want us to look at it. But we need you to have something in your bio so we know that you're serious about coming up here on stage. I also want to remind everyone that this room wraps at 4 p.m. Eastern, so we do try and move pretty expeditiously through questions and answers. And with that, is it Mediha? Can we answer your question today?
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good. How do we pronounce your name?
It's Medea.
Medea, welcome. What is your question today?
So basically, I'm a makeup artist, and my question is basically, how do I have a lot of competitors in my field, so I just wanted to make sure, like, I haven't posted in a while, which is one of my weaknesses. I just don't feel confident enough compared to like the competitors in my field or like the other makeup artists in my field. So I just wanted to know, like, how do I build that confidence in, you know, uh,
Anthony, go for it. I
and
see you.
posting more?
Hi,
Hey,
Medea. How you doing?
great. How are you doing?
Good. I'm a confidence coach, so I'm gonna grab this
Oh,
one by
awesome.
the throat, as I would say. Can I ask you a question? Why aren't you confident?
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like the work that I do is not great enough,
Okay.
and I know that I do good work, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's not the best.
Okay. So do me a favor.
Yeah.
Erase everything you said, and what's that middle thing you just said? I think I do good work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep repeating that in your head, because if you keep saying that you're not good at what you're really not good at what you do, then you're going to convince yourself that you are, and you're going to convince everybody you speak with that you're not really good at what you do, because you know you're good at what you do. You know this already. So you have to. Let me give you some quick coaching, because this is really at the heart of where has nothing to do with your product or makeup. It has to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to figure out. I just did a posting on this today. So if you find people that you're hanging out with that have a limiting belief in their mind that they're not good enough, that shit, excuse me for my French, that shit's going to get in your head. And you need to erase, like an old school eraser when you have a pencil. You need to erase those people out of your life. And you need to start surrounding yourself with these amazing mods in this room who can inspire you to be the best you. That's my quick coaching. And I'll leave you with this. I'm going to turn it over to the amazing Sarah. No, you're good enough. You're just doubting yourself because you got some thought in your mind that you might not be good enough. Here's the thing. Everybody's waiting for you to show up. That's the first thing. The second thing is you need to go find somebody who's doing what you do, model what they do. Don't copy, model what they do, make it your own, and watch. In 6 months, you'll be a very different person. My name's Anthony. I'm dropping the mic.
Thank you.
Hey Madiha,
Hey,
this is Ray Ray speaking.
how are
Um,
you?
good, thanks. Hope you're well. I am a makeup artist, beauty educator, and a content creator. I started out probably, I don't remember when, but when I started, I didn't have any support whatsoever. And I felt kind of how you're feeling, that not so confident and that you didn't really know how people would react to your work. But what I'm just gonna say is, fuck it. Just put it out there. Just do it. Trust me. If you're passionate, your passion will come through and people will see how much you love what you're doing. I know it can be intimidating at first, but just focus on what you want to put out there and put it out there. You can definitely soar more than you can ever imagine, and don't hesitate. And you can definitely message me or DM me if you need any help or pointers. You never know when, because it definitely opened so many fucking doors for me and I never ever expected it. So I would definitely urge you and say to you, just do it. Just do it, and you will definitely accomplish more than you can ever imagine. I literally was just listening down there and I came up here to talk to you. So, yeah,
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
definitely
you.
so much for
go
sharing
ahead.
from your experience, Ray Ray. We appreciate you. I do want to remind everyone in the room that this is a tight 1 hour room. We are going to wrap at 4, so we're going to move pretty quickly, probably one mod per question, because we're going to do our best to get to as many questions as we can. I do not know how to pronounce your name. Is it Glani? Please feel free to correct me and ask your question.
Hey, yeah, it is Glanny. I just wanted to ask a question about Instagram automation. Like, what is your personal experience with that, and what's the efficacy, and like, is it worth doing it in 2021?
Okay, flash your mics, mods, if you want to be the person to take this question on. I'm looking for mic flashes. Who wants to talk about automations, friends? Anybody? Anybody?
What do you mean by automation? It's a kind of a generic question. Can you maybe restate the question?
Yeah, sure. What I mean by automation is more or less just like building a community through automation on Instagram, and less about like scheduling posts and like throwing DMs out. So more about just like building communities. Is there like a specific tool that you use for that purpose?
Go for it, Donna.
I would just say really fast, Gianni, building community is the opposite of automation. In my opinion, building community, I mean, we have Tiffany in here, who's the queen of community. That's her new name. I've just given it to her. But community is about personal touch. It's about actually, connecting with people. Automation to me feels robotic. It feels very separated. So if you want to create community, you got to show up. That's not an automation. That's you showing up and talking to your people and having them talk back to you. Unfortunately, as you scale, maybe you'll be able to automate some parts of it. But in order to really gain community, like that's what I'm doing right now, you're not getting any sort of automation from me. I'm showing up here on Clubhouse. You're hearing me. I'm going on Instagram, talking to people in the DMs. I think automation pushes people away from community.
This is Sarah. I second, third, fourth, and fifth what Donna said. If you have questions about DM bots, I would DM Rocky, who's just above you, but I completely co-sign Donna's advice. And with that, I'd like to ask Diana, what is your question today?
Hi, everybody. Thanks. I'm learning so much from you. Appreciate your time. So, I am a plant-based chef and food photographer, and I would love to have any feedback if anyone wanted to pop over to my account to see if there's anything obvious or any kind of advice you could give me to improve what I'm doing over there. Thank you.
Absolutely. Who would like to give Diana feedback? Anthony, go for it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to jump because I have to head out. Um, love your Instagram. Unfortunately, it looks a little bit like a picture book, and I'm going to just take this in the right way. If you're a plant-based chef, right? I didn't really go through your Clubhouse profile, but I'm looking at your Instagram. Really cool, bright pictures. We need to see more of you. More of you. Hey, here's a recipe. Here's how this works together. I mean, I literally my finger gets cramped, and I'm joking, obviously. I great pictures, but I see one all the way down. Yep, there's another one of you. Yeah, you need more of you, more engagement. You got to let people know who you are. If you're the expert and this is what you do, and this is your passion, people need to hear you speak. They need to see you on video. They need to see you like, check this out. I'm so excited. Be like Dave, right? Dave makes me look calm. I love this. Is so great. Check this out. You have to have a lot of energy because you're where you are in this industry. It's incredibly competitive, and the way you're going to stand out is from dropping the mic.
Okay, over to
Excuse me, on your name there, you have photographer. So I'm going to just give an opposite because based on how you have it position is that you want to be a photographer. So I don't need to see more of you if you're a photographer. What I would like to see is take photos of especially me that are not photographers, how to execute the perfect picture with our cell phone when we're out to dinner so our food don't get cold. I'm done.
I
Okay.
love that, Brandon. And then I have a question because Brandon is right. Are you looking to teach photography or teach people how to make these dishes?
I'd say I'm passionate in the photography area.
I recommend short form videos to show how you make those meals because those are taking major traction not only on Reels but on TikTok. But as far as photography goes, I think Brandon hit it out of the park. So I'm Barbara, not in the red dress, done speaking.
And Lily, I will break the rules for you. Go for it.
Okay, super quick. You need a clear call to action because beautiful pictures, no idea what you want me to do after looking at them.
I'm laughing. You're right. You're right. I don't even know what I want people to do either.
Diana,
Clarity,
come back. Yeah, come back on a day when we're doing more than like these quick hit audits, when we can really dig into some strategy and some messaging. And I also really suggest that you follow a lot of these moderators on stage. And I'm not saying that in like a Clubhouse way, but they are going to help you, right? Brad is a brand strategist. Molly knows all things media. Dylan and Donna are experts when it comes to IG. Becky is an expert on IG and storytelling. Dr. Connor, the psychological side. Lisa's a social media coach. Lily helps founders. Barbara is all things media and short form video. Brandon is a brand strategist and Instagram expert. Ramatu is a brand strategist. Tiffany is a community expert. Anthony's a sales expert. Vondre is a Google Ads savant. Marvin is a brand strategist. Rocky is the queen of Instagram, full stop. Rita knows all things strategy and public speaking. David is also an incredible speaker and facilitator. So really and truly, this is like your 60-second.
Whoa, Sarah. Guys,
What?
was that not amazing? I can't believe you just pulled that out. That was amazing.
Well, I love all of you, and I'm so glad you're here. But this is like a quick hit, 60-second. Here's the answer to your Instagram question room. But seriously, follow all these people. They are exceptional.
I'm
And
going
follow
to. I'm
Sarah.
in my car and I'll
She's
do it as soon
amazing
as I
leader.
pull over. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Oh, and Gary, who's literally writing the book on Clubhouse, just pops back in. So we have to add that in for sure. And with that, Rose, welcome to the stage. What is your Instagram question?
Hey, I'm back. Thank you, everybody. My question is, and somebody had mentioned previously when I came to you guys, I mentioned that I need to have a strategy. Everybody, check my bio. Tell me what is wrong with it and how I need to correct it. Thank you.
I am going to actually alter this question and ask one person to chime in on Rose. We could do a whole room later, but I don't think everyone can give a strategy. Who would like to chime in on Rose's? Brad, go for it.
Hi, Rose. Good to see you again. I think the number one mistake people make in their bios is that they sell everything they've got in the garage and not the one thing they want to be known. Focusing on our majors and less time focusing on our minors. If you are, and I mean, sis, if you are a transformational coach, educator, visionary, entrepreneur coach, literacy advocate, nurse, life coach certified, author, women's leadership, self-love, youth entrepreneurship leader, I have no idea what you're wanting me to connect with. So instead of me giving out my bio, like my full-on bio, I'm on Clubhouse for A. So I'm going to tell you about A so that you understand me for A, not ABC. This is why I'm here. So this is what I'm going to tell you about. Come at me for that. If you want to know about having sons and being married, living in the South, or all of my fantastic hair care products, that was a joke. You can ask me about them, but it's not what I'm leading with. Lead with what you want to be known with. I think that would be my encouragement.
I hope that was helpful. And with that, we are going to move on to Nipone. Please correct me if I can pronounce your name more correctly. And yes, Lisa, let's maybe add people to the stage one at a time. We'll see how many questions we can get through before 4 p.m.
Thank you so much. I didn't want to interrupt you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. It makes a lot of sense. I'm glad I'm here.
Thanks for being here.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Well, I'm a social media analyst and I work for Edureka. You can check out the profile in the bio. And my question is, I wanted to know how to grow my Instagram followers. So basically, our company is an e-learning company that offers courses in trending technologies like big data, Python, data science, blockchain, and others. So I would want to know the strategy to build my followers organically. So anyone?
Okay, flash your mics if you'd like to chime in on this, especially if you haven't had a turn. I'm looking at some of the people who haven't spoken. I'm looking at you first. And then if you don't, I'm going to go to Brandon.
Okay, I'm going to be the bad guy here. You're a social media strategist. This isn't a question you should be asking us. Organic growth, what's working for you all? Look at your insights and read your analytics and figure out what's actually working and double down on that.
I hope that was helpful. Michelle, help you.
Hi, thank you for one tip for converting followers into planting seeds. Thank you.
I love to, Marvin, play a game where we all go around and answer how to turn followers into sales. But in the meantime, Lisa, would you like to take this one?
Oh, I was actually applauding to do the game. But, I would say be really clear on your relationship cycle and really figure out how you're going to move them along there. So, once they're aware of you, then make sure that you put them on your email list by giving them a download or do something to pull them into that relationship and then keep nurturing that for a quick answer. Thanks, Sarah.
I love that. Ray, I know you came earlier to add value. Are you hanging out with us on stage or did you have a question as well?
Haven't got any questions. I'll just vibe with you if that's all right.
We would love it. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
Okay. Next up, is it Sierra, Sade, Sade? Let me know what your name is.
Hey, yeah. So it's both, but on here it's Sade, and then my Instagram is actually connected, and it's Sierra_Candace. How are you guys doing?
Good. We're thrilled to have you here and answer your Instagram question.
Thank you. So being patiently, I was waiting. So my question is concerning what I'm trying to do with my career, which is modeling. So if you guys are okay to take a look at my Instagram profile, take a look at it, and I just would like advice and knowing I've been trying to do more. So I'm not signed to any agencies due to other reasons that I don't want to do right now. But I also want to be able to get out there. I have been connecting outside of my state, which is California, but I've having issues with that. And lately I've been getting told by a lot of people that, hey, like, I love your profile. I do like it. You are active on there, but you are not enough of an influencer, which we do see that it is active and everything. And you have, some followers, but they're telling me that I'm getting denied. And they're telling me no because of the fact that
Sade,
I don't have.
I do not mean to cut you off, but I
Oh, no,
actually
you're
feel like
fine.
I can help you. So I'm going to jump in because we're so low on
Okay.
time, and then I'll see if anyone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
is flashing. So there are a few
Okay.
things that I would suggest to you. The first is that I think that if you want to be a model, people want to see your face and they want to see your body. And so, for example, your Clubhouse picture, all I see is a car. You're so far away. If you're a gorgeous, stunning model, I have no way of knowing because I can't see your face and I can't see your body. If you wanted to be, for example, a fitness model or something like that. The next thing that I would say is that the number of posts on your Instagram is insufficient. I think that generally, and I would actually tell you on this platform to go find Kamala K. She does like model coaching. She's a Ms. But one of the things that I see in her profile is that she's posting different like angles and like she shows the range of everything that she can do every single day. Marvin, you're killing me. So the problem is that we can't actually see your full range right now. There are so few posts. So I would challenge yourself to get a lot more content out there. And with that, we're going to move over to Niha. Niha, can we help you?
Hi.
Do you have
Hello.
an
Am I
Instagram
audible?
question?
Yeah. I'm just a little confused about Instagram Reel Insights. Do you think it really helps us? Actually, I posted a few reels on, but all our screens on was. And I'm getting, in the starting, I get to 120K plus views, but now I'm getting 20 to 30K views only.
So sorry. It's so hard for me to hear you. Can anyone hear her question?
About
Any Reels queens on stage? Going once, going twice.
I'll jump in. I'm not a queen of reels. Right now, there's no real rhyme or reason. Reels are still kind of new to Instagram, and honestly, they're just starting to roll out insights to them. So none of us are really wanting to answer that question because we don't have the guaranteed right answer on there. So I would tell you to just look at your reels that actually has a lot of engagement on it, because I think I saw one that has 10,000 views, and try to ask yourself, why that one? What's the music? What was the time of day? What is in the actual reel? And try to recreate that moment.
This is Ramita. I missed the I did want to say for Reels, what they are prioritizing to push out, definitely having a trending song. So when you do create a Reels and you click on music, there's a selection of songs that pop up first, and those are the ones that are usually trending. So that's usually the timing of that is important, because if you have a trending song and then you create the video in the Reels platform versus creating it in InShot, that does help. Also, having movement at the beginning of your video. If you don't have enough movement, that's going to be another thing. Also, being cognizant of the still image frame, your cover image is important. And then lastly, remix, the functionality with remix. So with Reels, it is new. So it's going to be changing all the time. But if a new feature comes out, Reels always pushes out people that are using that feature first early. So if you notice, one of the things that with Reels and any platform favors based on your activity. So more, it's the remixes that are kind of person doesn't have that many followers. They remix with someone that has a lot of followers, and then their content gets pushed out first. So I would say just to be more observant about what Reels is pushing out into you, because it shows what content it's favorable, and you'll notice that you always see content with the most popular songs. You always see content that has movement, and you're always seeing content that is really pushing out that new feature that they're using. I'm Ramatin. I'm done speaking.
Thank you so much, Ramatu. This is
Thank
Sarah.
you.
So I'm going to take a moment to reset the room. Sorry, Niha, I'm going to mute you for a moment. Because we're in the Marketing Power Hour, which is a daily room that goes from 3 to 4 Eastern. So first of all, I want to thank the 11 people in queue, everyone else in the audience who maybe hasn't even raised your hand yet, Angela, who's on stage with us. I know it's crazy how fast this room goes. It's such a fun room. Not only do we do the Marketing Power Hour every weekday from 3 to 4 Eastern, but we do this Instagram Q&A happy hour every Friday from 3 to 4 Eastern. So if you enjoyed hanging out with this incredible panel of moderators and speakers who are so generous with their time, I know some people on stage didn't even have a chance to chime in. I hope that you will come back not only to every Marketing Power Hour, but especially to our Friday sessions, because this group is the absolute best. And I want to mention two other things on that note, along with following all of these wonderful moderators and speakers. If you hit the little green house above Brad's beautiful picture, you can follow the Likeable Business Club. We do a ton of programming. We're working up to programming 24 hours a day. Stop messaging in the back chat. I have so many announcements right now, y'all. You're killing me. And finally, I want to say that if you want to hang out with some of these smiling faces in person, access next level business, marketing, motivational sales, entrepreneurship content, join us in New York City, July 29th and 30th. It's going to be incredible. If you are on stage and you were either speaking at or going to the Listening and Beyond conference, it makes me want to flash my mic, Donna. I get so excited. Donna will be there, even though she's not flashing her mic. But I'm so excited for everyone on stage who will be there. We can't wait to see you. It's going to be an incredible conference. And if you DM myself, Molly, Donna, Lily, and Rita, all of us can give, if you DM us the word summit, a discount code. And David will be there as well. We're super excited. So DM any of us summit. We can send you more information and a discount code. And with that, it's 4 p.m. I hope everyone has the best Friday and the best weekend. And we'll see you around the club. Bye, friends.
Bye, Sarah. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
day, guys.